Okay, I'm in LC Potog where all hell broke loose here. This route 124 3 years ago, exactly 3 years ago today, and right now it's about 11:30 and there was chaos all over the place. There used to be a trailer in there, and when there once the warriors were stationed in there. And then I remember there was a teepee. A teepee. I remember was in it. And there was a native that got that area somewhere. Young native he got sick or burned himself. Jim Pictou, I interviewed him right there 3 years ago. Time flies. Yeah. I remember doing a little interview with a cop right there, RCMP. I remember there was a washroom, portable washroom right there. I remember interviewing some young natives right there, all gone. Feel like grandpa. And then a couple of people took it upon themselves to celebrate or reflect on the 3-year anniversary. I seen something here. It's all wet, all water, I can't go in there. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Oh, maybe I can go. Oh yeah, no problem. The natives build it, so it's safe. I just was a little, they hang around during the protest. Three years ago today. Mr. Irving, if it would have been Mr. Irving, he would have took it with him. And the confrontation was right down there, where the famous woman on her knees with the eagle feather in front of the RCMP. They were all dressed in black. I never expected that. Used to be some tents. I slept there one night. Used to be like a little grandstand. There's a washroom in there. Anybody have any opinions? Anybody want to go on camera? Let it know and forever hold your tongue.
What? For sure.
I got the video on.
For sure we'll go on camera.
You want to go on camera?
For sure, we'll go on camera.
You want to go on camera?
Sure. You too? Or just me?
You.
Okay. All three of us.
You don't give a damn anyway. Okay.
She doesn't want to be. Okay,
oh,
well,
don't worry. It depends.
Tell me what your questions are ahead of time.
No, it's not. It's on now.
I'm just kidding.
It's been on ever since.
Hey, Charles.
Yes, there's no editing here. So what's going on?
Lots of joy and happiness and sunshine today. 3 years ago is where the police raid happened here, where the peaceful protesters were bombarded by police with rubber bullets and vicious dogs. It was a horrible time in our community, horrible time for human rights. So today we just want to give back to those who have given for the cause of free speech, clean water, and those who have taken a stand against no shale gas, because there really is no solution to be doing that here when we have an aquifer that feeds 75,000 New Brunswickers.
So really, why are we here?
We're here just to remind everyone that
can't forget
we care.
History.
Let's not forget. We care. Stay informed, because there are things happening that you need to be informed about. We're with the Moncton chapter. My name is Barbara Quigley. I'm with the Social Justice Action Group. Well, we have the main website, and there's also a Canadian Moncton anti-fracking group too, which you can stay informed with. But there are a lot more issues than just shale gas.
Oh yeah, but hey, my God, we only got a few minutes here.
I know, we only got a few minutes. But we got to stay awake, you know? It was nice. We went to Tim Hortons and we bought the coffee because at this location, everybody was stopping and giving donations all the time.
Yeah, I remember that.
So we thought today, being the 3-year anniversary of us standing together, standing strong in solidarity, we thought we'll give back.
Exactly.
We want to give back today.
And that's what we're doing, right?
And that's what we're doing.
Hi.
How you doing?
Not too bad.
What's your name?
My name's Nelson Augustine. I'm from Elsibuktuk. My good friend Barbara Quigley invited me here today for this reunion on the 3rd anniversary of the shale gas protest that we had here in Rexton, here at 134. And I'm very glad, very proud to be here today. And as Barbara said, this is a reunion. This is just to give back to all our supporters and all of us who want fresh potable drinking water. And we firmly believe that's a fundamental human right that is being ignored today by the major companies and the corporations and the resource industries and things like that.
They want to destroy the water, but they want to sell it.
Yes.
Does that make sense?
It makes no sense at all. As Barbara said, we just want a reunion today, and we're very happy that they decided to sponsor our little information booth that we have going today. And we just want to remind our supporters that we haven't gone to sleep. We haven't forgotten about the issues.
No.
And that we're right on top of it, and we're still on top of it, and we're trying to keep abreast of all the latest news and all the latest information, and we try to disseminate that information to all people, not only to our supporters, but to all Canadians and anybody who's interested.
Our newest campaign is the Boycott Nestle.
Oh, yeah.
That's
My God.
the newest
Like I
campaign.
said, we could go on for an hour on that one. That's what we were just talking about, the good water. Where were you 3 years ago?
I was here.
Were you here?
I was here, but not when the I was at home when the raid came down on the 17th. So I didn't make it back until later on that afternoon, and it was very, very, very hard. I guess the RCMP set up blockades.
When did you hear about it?
I heard about it at home on Facebook.
Facebook. Thank God for Facebook, huh?
Same here.
Yeah, thank God for Facebook.
And I actually kept my kids home from school.
Oh, yeah.
Except for my teenagers. I thought it should be okay, but it wasn't okay.
Huh.
They should have notified the schools ahead of time, or they should have rerouted the buses ahead of time.
Oh, no,
The
they
kids
can't.
were on the bus right there with the plate and the rubber bullets, and
Yeah.
and
Do you
they left
think?
the burnt cars mess there for 3 days.
Yeah, I seen
They
that.
never cleaned it up. And just this year, everybody, they finally fixed the made the pavement nice, so you don't see that burnt mark anymore. So
Is there more communication between the natives and the RCMP now, these days, 3 years later, than there was?
There is slightly more communication, but 3 years ago, after this event happened, there was an there's a detachment that we have at Elsipogtog First Nation. There's an RCMP detachment that we have there, and so immediately after that, they closed that detachment down. Like they told the RCMP, "You're not welcome here. Pack your stuff, get out." And so the RCMP complied. Almost immediately they vacated the detachment. They vacated the building. And they left Elsipogtog completely without law enforcement or any security protections whatsoever. And that put Elsipogtog in a crisis situation for about a week afterwards. We had no policing, we had no RCMP or anything like that, and we were.
Was there trouble?
There was some trouble that was being.
You need cops to make sure everybody's calm.
Yeah. I mean,
There was no cops.
it helps.
Yeah, and
Even though they're idiots, but we need cops. They have the guns.
I wouldn't call.
I'll say that. I say that. I'm talking
not
about.
on record saying the cops are idiots.
Anyway.
I have a respect.
Yeah.
Some of them are really great.
Oh
Some
yeah,
of them I
yeah.
talk to them
Sorry,
during the
I'll blame it.
protests.
I'll blame it on my ADHD.
Some of them support
Okay.
the cause.
Yeah.
But-
when you
but-
get your
yeah.
place raided, it's a different story. Anyway, never mind that.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
But anyways, so immediately the chief and council from Elsipogtog immediately began negotiations with the RCMP because we knew we had to bring them back immediately, and so that started the dialogue once again, the communications with the RCMP, and so at that time I guess certain class Asians, or they kind of talked with each other,
Yeah.
negotiated, and they began some kind of dialogue, and so they came back, and they're still here. But I think it's kind of cool, like on the coal side, like they're there to do their job, and we're there to behave ourselves.
Where's Aaron Sock? He was involved in this.
Yes, Aaron Sock was there.
Yeah.
I don't know where.
How come
he is.
there's not more natives here?
Well, we kept it quiet. We
Kept it
just
quiet?
wanted it for people that happen to usually drive by at this time.
Is that why you sent me an email just to be here? I'm the only one here. Just kidding. No. It's the beginning. That's
No,
okay.
we wanted it quiet because
Yeah.
we didn't want to cause a stir.
No.
Or we didn't want anyone to worry. It was more for people who would always drive by and stop and give donations.
Yeah.
So that's what we're here for. We're here for the lunch crew that drives by. Like we had a student go by. And we have some people who work at Tim Hortons that found out we're going to be here. They want to come during their lunch shift, and that supported us 3 years ago.
Yeah.
We're still here.
Oh yeah, sure. What did you learn from 3 years ago?
What did I learn? Well, I learned that spirituality is unconquerable, and
Did the police sit down with you at the sacred fire?
No, they didn't. They didn't sit down with us. Actually,
Circle? No circle? No, nothing.
No.
Okay.
No.
Go ahead.
There was no sharing circles. No ceremonies with them. And actually, on the 17th of 3 years ago, well, actually, this was the 16th. The RCMP delivered some tobacco. An offering, like a peace offering to the...
You mean that today's tobacco, that's 3/4 chemicals and 1/4 tobacco? Or which one?
Probably that. But anyways, on the 16th, the night before, the RCMP offered this tobacco like an offering of peace. And of course, the 17th, early on the 17th, they came in and they busted the place, busted everybody up. And so...
That's due to a Facebook posting of the night before.
Yeah.
Where someone inferred that there were weapons.
So you can't go by these anonymous Facebook posting, can you?
Well, the RCMP can.
No, I mean, they're worse than bloggers. So bottom line.
Watch everything we do.
Yeah.
That's what I learned.
Yeah,
I learned that it's not such a free country.
Oh, no, of course not.
I'm a second-generation Canadian.
Yeah.
My grandfather fought in both world wars.
Yeah.
And he was from Ireland, but he came over when he was 18. And I got to tell you, it's shocking for me, as a white female Canadian, that we're actually not living in as free of a country as I thought we did.
No, of course not. Is there better communication between the natives and our local police force?
I'm not sure about that at all.
Yeah, Nelson keeps his nose clean.
Oh yeah, no, we're just. You must drink coffee.
Yes.
You go at Tim Horton?
No.
You don't go at Tim Horton?
No.
Where do you get your coffee?
Oh, I buy instant coffee and percolated coffee, make it at home.
So do you communicate with fellow natives and find out what's all about, what's going on?
Yeah, I in conversation during the day, but most of my information I get like from Facebook.
Facebook, my God, thank God for Facebook.
Social media.
What are they saying? Is it better communication? Is it better than it was 3 years ago?
Yeah, obviously it is better. Obviously, because the cops ain't busting anybody's heads anymore. So
they don't do that no more.
No. So that's
because there's too many Facebooks around.
So that's a good sign. So I think there's a kind of a mutual, distanced mutual respect between the police and natives.
And white people.
And yes.
No, it was good. You've been here a long time. We never seen Acadians and Englishmen and natives together fighting for the same cause. We never see. Have you seen that?
No, it was the first time. Actually, was in 2013 during the first protest, and I was very pleased with that because, my name is Nelson Augustine. I'm a 7th generation direct descendant of Chief Michael Augustine, who signed the Richibocto Treaty in 1760. And actually, it's one of the strongest treaties that is known to exist in Canada. Actually, it was a treaty that the Supreme Court of Canada cited in numerous rulings that they have regarding the native fishery. And so apparently the Richibocto Treaty is the strongest treaty known in Canada.
So there was a good thing that came out of this.
Yeah.
We got everybody together.
Yes.
And we could get along and fight for the same issues,
exactly.
Right?
And going back to that 1760 Richibocto Treaty, that treaty doesn't belong just to the Micmacs. That treaty also belongs, it's for the peace and friendship of the Acadians. It's for the peace and friendship of the English, of the Anglophone. It's for the peace and friendship of all our allies who choose to live with us in our territory. We invited them, and everybody's welcome to live together in brotherhood and sisterhood here.
You know what? That was so well said. We'll leave it at that. Thank you. So anyway, here we go. That's the sacred fire.
Get a group shot.
Sacred fire. And sacred fire was right here. And here we are. So I'm cutting the woods. That was so well said too. You know, that's the only thing good thing about this. The natives and the Englishmen and the Acadians together. We could get along and fight. And right here, there was a big fence that was all around. The dumper trucks were right in there. Irving Security was right there. I remember there was a fence, and then there was protesters all around. You could go to YouTube, write Kent County protests, and you'll see what I'm talking about. So, history 3 years later, and I think what Nelson just said, Nelson Augustine said, we learned that Acadians, Englishmen, and natives can get along and fight on one issue that unites every culture. You know what? I think that protest was well worth it, besides educating the public on shale gas, the evil of shale gas.